refer first to the need for far greater public information, and second, to the need for far greater official secrecy. The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society, and we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweigh the dangers which are cited to justify it.
Understand they live among us, they exist. Might be under your nose, if you don't know they shape shift. Cause the veil is thinning so much I can't tell the difference. Like having a panic attack off planet with failed equipment, failed missions. I got more bars than jail visits. Go beyond the scale limits to give you these rare glimpses of strange tales. How I impale the frail wizards, pale mystics who fell victim to these scale lizards. I don't wanna hear no sanctimonious talk while we under this erroneous draconian law. A tyrannical patriarchy that's Rambo when I slay you with the archery. It's understandable your debauchery. It's to be expected but not accepted. The hypocrisy. I got a question, answer me honestly. Have you been completely transparent with the public, or have you been feeding us with a narrative that is rubbish? You must question everything and think critically. Plenty weapons assembling cause the serpent is slippery. In the land of the shining ones, the same ones that are blinding us from the divine designer we're inspired from. You water drown cause history has been watered down. Ton of information becomes a quarter pound. We get the revised edition. Your mind is tempted to believe in all the truth to make your lies convincing. Just please take heed that no man deceives you. They programmed by evil, give your whole land to Caesar. The meditated disciple surrounded by a generation of vipers. Just read Revelations in the Bible. We are under a spell, an inescapable cycle. Raphael, Uriel, Gabriel, Michael, moving supernaturally through the realms, like some sort of illuminated phantom seen through films. The unseen worlds are interconnected like a string of pearls. Wormholes spiraling when they curl. That's a multi-dimensional breach. Unconventional speech essentially come to terms what I would eventually be. A microphone mangler who's sick of the propaganda. I'm sick of these celebratorial doppelgangers in a scripted reality that's an artificial construct. Can't wrap your brain around it. It'll start to get your mind stuck. Snap out of it. Don't allow yourself to be hypnotized. They operate on the outer and the inner eye. Psychological warfare, psychotronic, psionic, negative, archonic, demonic monsters got us for hostage. You waking up out of the pod, remain calm. They'll sedate you by the arm. You can't escape the farm. It makes no difference whether you live in the projects or the suburbs. They got us lined up in the grid, divided and numbered. It's still a prison planet. Who's still tempted to manage this shit show we've established? It's systematic. It's a component that's broken. You see the cut that's exposed. You see the oil that was soaked in. We tore for the token. Man, just employ them. They see them as Goya. Only Goya beans and sesame seeds for the voyage. They surely mistreat us. They wish to defeat us. Good Jesus, they wanna see how much they can squeeze us. No need to wonder why we're left outside hungry dry. The information is too overwhelming to summarize. Your head will explode if I tell you half of what I know. Now compressing my poems until they craft into a scroll. Conceal them and selling the seals. One of the illest appears. They ask him, what are you really willing to reveal? Absolutely nothing. You must seek the truth when you're on and not be deceived by what Lucifer will show. All the world is a stage and you have the starring role. Evil men barter for your soul. It's such a horror show. It shouldn't be harder to expose, cause God is in control. Put on the armor so we are invincible. I know the laws and principles. I need you guard is biblical. The devil wants me gone. I know this war is spiritual. I know this war is spiritual.
There is no escaping either the gravity or the totality of its challenge to our survival and to our security. A challenge that confronts us in unaccustomed ways in every sphere of human activity. This deadly challenge imposes upon our society two requirements of direct concern, both to the press and to the president. Two requirements that may seem almost contradictory in tone, but which must be reconciled and fulfilled if we are to meet this national peril. I refer first to the need.
Do it to your own kind.
Foul, beat the foulness, the wow, beat the foulness, the wow, wildness. Yo, you wanna come chest? Son, it's massive stress. Penalties, death, pay your last respects. Foul, beat the foulness, the wow, wildness. Yo, you wanna come chest, son, it's massive stress. Penalties, death, pay your last respect. Pay your last respect. Pay your last respect.
The world's coming to an end. Peep the direction it's headed, but they want you to pretend like flying jellyfish are normal, or going shopping at the mall, seeing aliens popping out the portal. Kiss all of this goodbye, make peace with your God, or become a feast for the beast when he arrives. If it don't apply, let it fly. You can tell him why, never mind, don't get sly with the negative reply. If you have half a brain, one day it'll all make sense. Every dog has its day. If you can make it out the fence, you can't cross the street cause they got you on a short leash. Don't even preach or get reported by the thought police. They'll issue you a death sentence cause your comments are offensive. Can't stop the censorship. What's the general consensus? Why are criminals defended and the innocent get put inside the blender? Cause you never had enough illegal tender. That's
foul, peak the foulness, the wow. Peak the foulness, peak the foulness, the wildness. Yo, you wanna come chest? Son, it's massive stress. Penalties, death, pay your last respect. Peak the foulness, the wildness. Yo, you wanna come chest? Son, it's massive stress. Penalties, death, pay your last respect. Pay your last respect. Pay your last respect.
crime don't pay, so avoid the capers. Don't be the one in line fighting for the last roll of toilet paper. Forget what the new Jordans is. Prepare for the food shortages. No time to be lukewarm again. A cyber attack can cause a societal collapse. They siphoning gas just so they can light it with a match. Are you aware of the workings? Prepare for what is lurking. It'll scare you what'll surface. Just be careful who you worship. Can't you see they got you acting like a dog that's so loyal, but you more like a frog being brought to a slow boil. Don't you see what is happening? Don't drink out the open glass again. Don't get contracted by a COVID pathogen. This ain't for folks that's fake woke. It only take trips to Trinidad and Tobago and not Lagos. So what's the combo with Davos? You know who's in attendance? El Diablo. The topic is die slow. That's
peak the foulness, the wild. Peak the foulness, peak the foulness, the wildness. Yo, you wanna come chest? Son, it's massive stress. Penalties, death, pay your last respect. Peak the foulness, the wildness. Yo, you wanna come chest? Son, it's massive stress. Penalties, death, pay your last respect.
I thought you boys understood. It's business. That's all it is. You still don't get it, do you, boys? There ain't no countries anymore. No more good guys. They're running the whole show. They own everything, the whole goddamn planet. They can do whatever they want.
LeX-Files. I will get no sleep till I utter dope speech, like something with thunder under both feet, like it's obese. Probably seen by Cochise and Bo Peep. Don't sleep, the beast that remains low key is always full deep. Tactical movement with rapid maneuvers. Make sure you have actual shooters with accurate viewers and the passion to prove it. They're concealed in the nightshade. You wanna kill them the right way? Well, you can try dipping your bullets in silver nitrate. What is this horrifying madness that I'm speaking of? The entities above on the surface and the ocean and underneath the crust of the earth. Here's something you have to learn. From the dust we came, into the dust we shall return. Scanning, sentinel search, go to the control panel and inspect your work. Confuse them with nanotechnical terms like quartz, gluon, condensate. I got rhymes to make, all sorts of nuances in my writing ways. And what you want I can't postulate, simply show no interest. Can you get any cornier? I'm in the laboratory experimenting with formulas. Like an aquaponic garden, rhymes divided in compartments. It's guarded as I watch through the optics for targets like Cyclops and Scorpions. Mike Dot, Kevorkian can recognize any psyops from the consortium. And psychic vampires like Morbius, they are odious as Osmodeus. What are your phobias? You're trapped in my my lyrical labyrinth. Fallen angels are giving you tactics. Azazel was the original blacksmith. I'm the rap arson to blow you up like Jack Parsons. Sell your organs on the black market just for back talking and disturbing my place of solace. Murder your favorite rhymer with the force of an aircraft with vertical stabilizers. Red Mercury based spaceship cause temporal displacement. You'll need echolocation to get back your centralization. I know they highly doubted what we arguing. What kind of power can start to spin at 90,000 RPMs? Check it, I know you fools will learn later. My lyrics are out of space like the Jules Verne crater. How much in outer space? Outer space to the edges. What's the polar coordinates? The base 211 sounds way too unpleasant. Forget it, I don't wanna know. It's like trying to achieve a mission that's impossible. I crack the codes and it's on to the languages that makes me create flows that causes quantum entanglement and light you up like the Battle of Los Angeles. It could be biohazardous like a cross-contaminant. Get the strap, hit a gunfire, take you out like an umpire. It's a rap like Mumra, I'm the rapping alumni. And be like water, the nautical type. You couldn't slaughter a portable mic in suborbital flight. Truly viewed as an anomaly. They wanna scan the man, but I read through them like computer tomography. This is lyrical luminosity. No need to dispute the psychopathy of someone who doesn't issue an apology. It's pointless like trying to count every star in the sky. It's like trying to calculate every bar that I rhyme. So many lines, rhymes galore, you couldn't fit them in the Taj Mahal. These new rappers wanna dress like Zsa Zsa Gabor. I'm Tom Berenger with a two-shot derringer that'll split your personality like a Tupac character. Black.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, Biologics came to some of these recoveries.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still in the program.
We have crossed over the threshold onto another level of the lost souls of the dead zone. It's so intense though, the bars that I encode is info essential. Rhymes spin gold, bling glow like a gemstone. Confusing with the topic, non-human biologics. They view them in psychotic, a convoluted, diabolic point of view like I'm spewing ayahuasca. You know what a hasta is, Frank? That's a pig inside a flying saucer, a newly arrival, but I leave them truly inspired, shutting down the cipher like UFOs and nuclear silos. I'm seeing things come to pass. What you hear in the Bible, you lying, homie. Fire emojis as soon as it's viral. You had the audacity to spit them bull raps to me. Take them back to the factory, they whack to me. We can go to war like the Maccabees with more tenacity. They tried snatching me. Don't get distracted by the plasma tractor beam. It sure as the stock market crash plummet from pressure. Black budget investor should take his tax summons to a shredder. Don't cross the boundaries of the chalk line, or you get snatched up like close encounters of the fourth kind. Now there's lost time, a couple things that are not clear, like how I got here. I'm not where I'm supposed to be, and hopefully I can remember what it was they showed to me. I stood there with a blank stare like something took over me. That's when I realized it's soon to be known that there's an all-out war against the human genome. Put you in beast mode, what a freak show, like surviving a pandemic through a placebo. It's deep, yo, my people. Who wants to send you to hell with the devil? They wanna hijack you and I at the cellular level. Forget a satellite, I'm talking biosynthetic parasites, self-assembling nanomites. It sounds nightmarish, right? They ain't got a camera sight, alibis airtight. I hope you ain't scared of heights. 9/11 Fahrenheit, they infiltrated us with such relative ease. That should make your skin crawl like Morgellons disease. From carbon to silicon, you can argue how real am I. The bars are villainized cause they provoke thoughts in the mind. I make the demonic yield cause my squadron kills through electronics. I'm phantom of the quantum field. Open the vortex through my telepathic cortex. On second thought, I don't wanna see a stranger at my doorsteps. I'll wait when it's decent to break in its defense. The ink in my pen is made with a snake venom sequence to poison your waters and splinter your garments. Put chinks in your armor like it's instinct karma. Sicker than prescription drugs from Big Pharma to show you what addiction does to victims who live longer. It's true that they've been fine-tuning this diagnostic. Soon you'll be in the room with non-human biologics.
Weird. I want to thank each of you for being here to discuss a topic of grave importance to our national security. Since the Roswell incident in 1947, many Americans have wondered about the dangers of unknown objects crisscrossing our skies. Whether these are UAPs or weather phenomena, advanced technology from American allied or enemy forces, or something more out of this world.
Welcome to New York, New York.
Invasion, half man, half amazing. 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 I'm a rap phenomenon, they trash can't sabotage. Poetically personified as a paragon. I'm the last of a dying species. Ain't nothing sweet like diabetes or a bowl of Wheaties. They're a pile of feces. I'm so disgusted with the lineup, a bunch of blasphemous rhymers. I'm flabbergasted, who co-signed you? You can smoke some ganja. I form like Voltron going contra. The master of metaphors is metamorphed into a monster. Provocative like the strap on a panty line. Unacknowledged member of the rap god pantheon. They don't make them like me no more. Can't clean them off. Sicker than a xenomorph. Popping right out of a bleeding corpse. It's horrifying like all of a sudden all are dying. When is it time to be a man of faith? More than science. Lion mixed with a tiger. Is Lex a hybrid? Sicker than a viper. Infected with a retrovirus. It's an invasion. Half man, half amazing. Invasion. Half man, half amazing. Invasion, half man, half amazing. Invasion, half man, half amazing. If Brooklyn keeps on taking it, Long Island keeps invading it. Cadence, I'm demonstrating the way I'm manipulating it. It's supernatural, teleporting to a newer plateau. They rather rap about their Lvwis satchel. You materialistic half-wits, imperialistic bastards. You got your little sister's fashion. You just another that suffers from the Hermes curse. How you tougher when you be strutting with your girlfriend's purse? I'm Timberland's army jackets and camouflage snapbacks. The gremlin to give you a heart attack, get your back cracked. More like a predator with an advanced device to scan your life in different wave bands of light. Whether it's forward-looking infrared or even night vision, pick up your heat signature, so make the right decision. That's when you really should start praying. There's really no escaping. I'm just saying, it's an invasion. Half man, half amazing. Invasion. Half man, half amazing. Invasion, half man, half amazing. That's right. Invasion, half man, half amazing. I'm overqualified, that's so incapable. I'm the poetical version of the golden ratio. Highly advanced rhyme weapon, it's time tested beyond measure. Experimenting with a Tesla 369 method. Got a bunch of them upset. You ain't fucking with the Lex. Yeah, they vex, leave them perplexed like the Hutchinson effect. Yes, lyrics that travel throughout the universe. Rhymes make you go on computers to do a Google search. What's smaller than the nanoscopic? A femtometer. I'm hip hop like gold ropes and shell toe Adidas. Habeas corpus, they have alien corpses from flying from miners that's floating like Arabian carpets. From CIA to MIBs, from RPGs to UAVs, from UFOs to UAPs, from DOAs with high levels of GHB. It's an invasion, half man, half amazing. Invasion, half man, half amazing. Invasion, half man, half amazing. Invasion, half man, half amazing.
Welcome to New York, New York.
impulses are being redirected. We are living in an artificially induced state of consciousness that resembles sleep. The movement was begun 8 months ago by a small group of scientists who discovered, quite by accident, these signals being sent through...
I can see it in your eyes. You want somebody to die tonight. They don't want no one to survive. They don't want nobody alive. Yeah. With a heart so cold, I wonder if you even have a soul. They just want someone to control, somebody they can overthrow. The grass ain't the only place that a snake can sliver. If you don't react fast enough, they can deliver you to your enemies. Better be cautious who can murk you. Keep a small circle, ask yourself who would wanna hurt you. Who do you trust, who do you love? A snake is completely capable to move through the mud. So watch your step like you got a distorted optic lens, or get caught up by these corporate water moccasins. Who forces you to liquidate your finances? Who asks questions, I anticipate the finances. Now that's drama. They wanna squeeze the economy like an anaconda with the speed of a black mamba. You don't even know you're a victim. Choke them like a boa constrictor if they showing some symptoms. What sort of vaccines are they synthesizing? They use fear, war, and lies to desensitize us.
I've got one that can see.
You better find yourself someplace to hide and keep praying nobody ever finds you.
I can see it in your eyes. You want somebody to die tonight. They don't want no one to survive. They don't want nobody alive. Yeah. With a heart so cold, I wonder if you even have a soul. They just want someone to control, somebody they can overthrow. Poems from Alexander, no more Coco Cabana. Only Cobra Commander who wants to murder your future. See his vertical pupils, they can give you vertigo too, bro. They reinserted the loopholes to break laws and bend them. Make sure it's in my addendum. To expose them and offend them is my agenda. Shooters that won't miss, you probably got a few of them in your clique that are quick to betray you like Judas with the kiss. From government to the military, homie, to everywhere. Skin them alive, turn these vipers to leatherware. I'm Roddy Piper with the sunglasses cause they live. They even controlling the aliens with the gray skins. Reptilians that are deadlier than Indian taipans. Transformed the amphibians on dry land. A perfect disguise you're not supposed to see. Don't you know the serpent lied when it spoke to Eve?
Look at him, go everywhere, go everywhere.
I can see it in your eyes. You want somebody to die tonight. They don't want no one to survive. They don't want nobody alive. Yeah. With a heart so cold, I wonder if you even have a soul. They just want someone to control, somebody they can overthrow.
The poor and the underclass are growing. Racial justice and human rights are non-existent. They have created a repressive society, and we are their unwitting accomplices. Their intention to rule rests with the annihilation of consciousness. We have been loaned to friends. They have made us indifferent to ourselves, to others. We are focused only on our own gain. Please understand, they are safe as long as they are not discovered. That is their primary method of survival. Keep us asleep, keep us selfish, keep us sedated.
The world's reaction to such knowledge would be far too dangerous.
Dangerous?
LeX-Files.
You mean in the sense of outrage? Like the reaction to the Kennedy assassination, or MIAs, or radiation experiments on terminal patients. Watergate, Iran-Contra, Roswell, the Tuskegee experiments. Where will it end?
This is breaking news, pay-per-view. Pray that we can save a few from this inescapable labor that they enslave us through. They think we're incapable to take the truth. That's how they play the rules and made us fools. That I forget to mention that they hate us too. The animals attacking, dramatical panic. The savage they ravage and treat us like collateral damage. The rest keep quiet. Okay, let's be silent. Cut to the next scene like a sex fiend from Epstein Island. Some people didn't give a shit. That's cause ignorance is bliss. They crushing multiple blue pills down the crystals just to sniff. I know they'd rather look the other way than have them push come to fate. What would Big Brother say? They look back with a puzzled face. Ain't no refunds. They confess to concealment. They ain't nothing to debunk from the congressional hearings. Why are children disappearing? What's the real interference? Through weather modification, call it geoengineering. What's an AK-47 with a banana clip extension to a tank with a digital battlefield management system? That's an uneven playing field. The demons run cause the angels kill like Gabriel. Even Navy SEALs know that I go deeper than submarines. How many secrets must be revealed to know what it means? Then suddenly you have an epiphany. You realize all the things in this world are not what you think to be. Aw shoot, there he goes again on another tangent, ranting about the funny language they use in their semantics. Like double speech, reverse speech, is that perjury? Trouble creeps, it's certainly a state of emergency. Remind them they're under oath with lightning and thunderbolts to leave them up in smoke. If it was up to most, throw you off the cliff like Huxtable after I cut your throat. Turn around, walk away, then disappear like I was the Pope.
However, there still exists some secrets which should remain secret. Truths that people are just not ready to know.
Who are you to decide that for me? Where will it end? Right, it won't end as long as men like you decide what is truth.
And a lie most convincingly hidden between two truths.
Where will it end?
Syllable savage, take minimal damage. Lyrical standard, these invisible shackles turn me to a cynical bastard. What happened now? I'm blacking out like your enemies attacking. I'm blacking out like drinking Hennessy with a crackhead. I'm blacking out like your energy grid's collapsing. Blacking out like secret documents that's been heavily redacted. Got a thing for smoking hot reporters with glaucoma. Too intellectual for the X-File to let Fox molder. I sit back and laugh and watch these herbs eat it up while they're peddling propaganda through Mockingbird media. Star Wars, Star Trek, Star Trek, Scotty beam me up. On target with the product, I got that premium. I spit what Prometheus showed because it's pitch black like dark robes, deeper than Bohemian groves. So devious that even the demons won't leave me alone. In the name of Jesus, the heathen be gone. Completing my poems, he spoke with a deep tone. I peeped his whole appearance. Q45 classification with keystone clearance is what my sources say. He spoke different. Me and my co-defendants, we both listen. A lot of cats got Ricos pending. Black light, quantum dot tattoos, hazmat suits, handling shrapnel from crafts to the half blue. Is that actual? I could neither confirm or deny it. Every term I'm applying, I leave them disturbed. I surprise them. Go ahead and take the pledge and live life on the razor's edge. Just say goodnight and be late to rest. You gotta pay the price to stay the best. How much must you sacrifice for the main event? Just to stay ahead. Of course they saw the bars that are stored in my facility. For sure they try to call it plausible deniability. If something smells fishy, then follow the aroma. They killed your favorite rappers, but not before they cloned them. Lock your doors and bolt them.
Where will it end?
Congress shall now vote for approval of H.R. 8791, the Homeland Terrorism Preparedness Bill. Said bill requests emergency response funding up to and including, this section is classified, dollars to prepare for a national level terrorist attack and or attack from classified. Funding for first responder personnel and vehicles would be doubled if said attack leads to more than 80% of national population being affected by classified. This funding shall commence in conjunction with the first attack on classified or the first large-scale outbreak of classified, dependent upon which comes first. Civilian and military units shall be trained in containment and combat of classified, including irradiated classified with possibility of classified airborne, classified flesh-eating, classified, and or all of the above in such event as classified spewing, classified escape, are released or otherwise become uncontrollable. Air Force units may also be directed to combat said classified due to their enormous size and otherworldly strengths. Should event occur in urban areas, that's classified, far surpassing our darkest nightmares. Should casualties exceed classified body disposal actions, shall be halted and associated resources shall be reallocated to classified underground, classified protected birthing centers. A new Bill of Rights shall be drafted and approved by classified. Having now reviewed the bill, I ask you to please cast your votes.
Tell me where should I begin? Should I tell them how it all started or how it's gonna end? What's important to say? There will be no flesh left alive if God didn't shorten the days. Tell me where should I begin? Should I tell them how it all started or how it's gonna end? What's important to say? There will be no flesh left alive if God didn't shorten the days. Pray, I could hum you a lullaby that'll sing you to sleep. I could tell you real things that'll give you the creeps. Tales from the dark side, I'll be your narrator. Like you scared to walk by, you see an alligator standing on 2 feet. What I write ain't for the faint of heart. My pen is really a paintbrush from the future, it's state of the art. My conversation is constantly updating with such a cadence, it got them frustrated. They must hate them explaining what most don't speak. A dosage of dope speech. I'm talking about what most media outlets won't leak. Like what's the real reason for the war in Ukraine? We dealing with some high treason who will call you insane. Rest in peace to every fallen soldier. They hiding things in plain sight, calling it soft disclosure. Don't be fooled by a red herring like Ed Sheeran, or get caught blowing a gasket like the next Karen. Zero gravity, space is a giant vacuum. On Earth factions, they are worshiping the black cube. Solidified black goo, off-world AIs, creatures with snake eyes and bipedal canines. More ancient than a pagan doing a seance, not realizing that's thin ice that you skate on. So play on, play out. Who's involved in the cabal? The deep state wants war, so I fall to my knees and seek the face of the Lord. I live by faith, he tells me what to do. My enemies are nefarious, cantankerous with a subterfuge. I look at the man in the mirror and say it's up to you, even if that means putting myself in the most uncomfortable positions. I'm seeing zombies off in the distance, intricate like computer systems with polymorphic encryptions equipped with data. What happened? Your face is twitching faster like you got captured by your facial recognition pattern. Biometric entry, pyrotechniques of the century. Make sure my perception is extrasensory, full density with more intensity. Make sure I strike preemptively, strike like a centipede. That is quietly wiping your memory while you can never see what's being done behind the scenes. Is a magic show. It's unimaginable, action with factual though. Reality is still stranger than fiction. Can you actually make a distinction? My acrobatic rapping give you a panic attack. That should be having you thinking, what? I'm dreaming of a higher placement. Stay fly like aviation. My spaceship escaping this ionizing radiation. Cross-reactive, nucleocapsid. Lyrically, I'm spewing gases, puking out acid. If there is something wrong, it will be revealed through your biology. Hematologist spotted through dark field microscopy. So what's the dichotomy between molecular pathology and exoplanetary holography? Antibiotics ain't enough to stop nanorobotics. They wanna transform your body to animatronics. They say Lex, dumb it down, I say smarten up. It ain't my fault your blade is dull, you ain't sharp enough. You ain't sharp enough. Tell me where should I begin? Should I tell them how it all started or how it's gonna end? What's important to say? There will be no flesh left alive if God didn't shorten the days. tell me where should I begin? Should I tell them how it all started or how it's gonna end? What's important to say? There will be no flesh left alive if God didn't shorten the days. Pray, pray, let us pray. Hey.
This bullshit and you know it.
Niggas is phony, frontin' like they master ceremony. Master ceremony, ceremony. Niggas is phony, frontin' like they master ceremony. Master ceremony, ceremony. Niggas is phony, frontin' like they master ceremony. Master ceremony, ceremony. Niggas is phony, frontin' like they master ceremony. None of you suckers ain't even remotely close to me.
Yo, if hip hop is dead, then let rap die, then resurrect and lick shots instead. For the last time, don't second guess. Yes, it's the L-E and the letter X. And tell me if his lines connect like etch a sketch. Master craftsman, paragraphs cause avalanches. I drowned Atlantis from the mountains of Appalachia. In a rap assassin attacking with rapid fire. Your corny rap style has expired. Don't act surprised cause you know it's a requirement to say the least. A bunch of mediocre minded rhymes in a major league. It's strange to me, I don't recognize this place. These vultures half stepping to me. I'm an ultramagnetic MC. Pull out the Geiger counter to find the power. The radiation levels are through the roof like the Eiffel Tower, so lights them sour. Cause it's a breakthrough and evolution in the research. Rappers are incapable with a weak verse because
niggas is phony, frontin' like they master ceremony. Master ceremony, ceremony. Niggas is phony, frontin' like they master ceremony. Master ceremony, ceremony. Niggas is phony, frontin' like they master ceremony. Master ceremony, ceremony. Niggas is phony, frontin' like they master ceremony. None of you suckers ain't even remotely close to me.
Yo, they're nowhere near as dope as Lex. They can't coexist. They showing fear cause what he wrote in depth is so simple yet so complex. They know he's the best once he really gets to show him the specs. I write rhymes as a poem, you type lines in your phone. I spit hot fire like Dialiner Diddy Combs. Ain't no thug's paradise for your blood sacrifice. I'm as deep as the concept of pre-flood Adamites. Make them bleed from their eyes like stigmatas, but they straight divas. A bunch of dick riders to these gatekeepers. Get buried in your blood-stained sneakers. They say you must be insane to believe this. I say we must pray to Jesus. The message that's carried is meaningful. It speaks to you as deep as the prophet Ezekiel. Seeing aerial vehicles. I see no MC in you cause your freaking raps are just lame. Only MC you master charades because
niggas is phony, frontin' like they master ceremony. Master ceremony, ceremony. Niggas is phony, frontin' like they master ceremony. Master ceremony, ceremony. Niggas is phony, frontin' like they master ceremony. Master ceremony, ceremony. Niggas is phony, frontin' like they master ceremony. None of you suckers ain't even remotely close to me.
Yo, lighten up, you're too shady. Your jokes are drying up like the Tigris and Euphrates, not too wavy. What if the devil played the ukulele and asked me how many bars I've accumulated to mutilate him? And if I smoke the hookah lately, that's a rude awakening for sure. I'm a super sapient thesaurus. They thinking I'm communicating with aliens, of course. I don't wanna have a conversation with Damien no more, I'm not interested. Plus you work for my arch nemesis. The plot's twisted like barbiturates mixed with carcinogens. Your nonsensical bars are frivolous. I put them in a different department and partition it like a compartmentalist. I make them panic, they keep ducking. A bunch of satanic meat puppets, they can't stand it, they reluctant to say how truly heinous to be famous. It's so spooky, ain't it, to keep up with your goat Lucy payments.
Niggas is phony, frontin' like they master ceremony. Master ceremony, ceremony. Niggas is phony, frontin' like they master ceremony. Master ceremony, ceremony. Niggas is phony, frontin' like they master ceremony. Master ceremony, ceremony. Niggas is phony, frontin' like they master ceremony. None of you suckers ain't even remotely close to me.
But it's in the mountains, and there's another zoo out there. And sometimes they let these things out, they let them run around, because one of the things they found was in the wild, they do better than in the laboratory. And so they'll put a tracker in them and basically let them run free and track them. And so she was telling me, you run into people who, especially in that area, say they saw something so unbelievable. She goes, you might want to stop to listen to what they have to say.
Yo, metaphor mingale, no habla ingale. Before the host gestates, the alien incubates. What's inside of my cranium syncopates, I eviscerate. Child traffickers meet Charles Bronson from Kinjite. I move at a ninja's pace. Technological speech has expensive taste. Rise of the beast, deception to manipulate. Darker than the hallways in Pilgrim State. Master your swordplay, we can film today. My brilliancy conceal your fate. Test subjects got vetted. The devil edits your genetic. God said it, that's what made it prophetic. You're a diabetic, I'm a dialectic, poetic, bioelectric, superhuman with a scientific method. My brain waves are bioluminescent. When they measure the biometrics, I get the lion's share from the lionesses. I see the fiber optic cables and the oscillating laser hanging over the operating table. This is where it got stranger. I see two science dudes standing between two giant goons with a grin on his face, maniacal. Realized I'm inside of a tube in a laboratory underneath a bayou and some kind of slimy lagoon, maybe a cabin in the woods. It's evil on a whole nother level. You should never go traveling on foot if you're not a pathfinder. Have a firearm, a GPS, and a locator beacon transponder, cause you might run into an upright black mamba. The head of a hydra has many anacondas. You might come across a hairy monster. Fairy witch doctors and stigmatas, real life Harry Potters who want the whole enchilada. The military industrial complex wants advanced aeronautics and super soldiers with biological augmentations. Leave them in an altered state like an autistic patient. If they break them, they replace them and upgrade them. There's no limitation to what they've created. You're scared shook with a sick look, like you seen a mutilated pit bull or werewolf was a Bigfoot. I'm the Silver Surfer, ain't no need for a kick push. I might need a swish of the twist kush. Bitch shush, they move so fast, they blurry in the picture. Permanently remember, they certainly are an enigma. War Machine, Wolverines, and future scenes have something else. Half human beings, sounds like lunacy. Human genes mixed with cobra genes is more than poetry. It makes your blood run cold like a frozen stream. That one virus that's out of control. They dropped me from a helicopter on Plum Island to Dr. Moreau. From hybrids to chimeras, like it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be in my era. It's quite horrifying with the scariest conditions. How will I escape if this whole area is restricted? I bowed my head and started to pray against the shit. In an instant I heard an explosion, and that's what took care of the instruments. Instantaneously I felt the force pull me out that incident. Suddenly I felt I was in the presence of something infinite. This material was classified as sensitive. Only those with above top secret clearance know these kind of things exist. It's like men who stare at goats, comparing notes. No varicose veins, I don't strain when I'm sharing quotes. It's New York that's advanced. Listen to slick talk of the chance. You wanna take a chance? We could camp and skinwalker ranch. From the Alpines to the Amazon, Goliath is standing tall. Live cannonballs like the giant of Kandahar. Trouble flows of creek. Do you know the beast with 6 fingers, 6 toes, and double rows of teeth? It could pick up a buffalo by the feet like it has a pair of cleats. Mark Ruffalo behind the green screen. You see, custom folk did a part of the secret supreme team. Extreme dreams and deities dying from EMP. Too much conspiracy with a little run DMC mixed with some TNT. Y'all think I be tripping like DMT? Stump your paradigm, Cupid shot your Valentine's. How you could fall in love with the monster of Dr. Frankenstein. Every word strange, like Navy sailors who claim they saw mermaids or aliens with first names. Extraterrestrial biological entities with diabolical tendencies. My hair follicle sensory is telling me the energy of the feeling of being watched. I gotta get out of Dodge, this really needs to stop. Some can't believe it unless there's real documents of flying objects and their celestial occupants. This the kind of knowledge that comes with consequence. Best not to acknowledge it and remain autonomous. I know what you're thinking, you should've took the blue pill. Somebody sleeping in your bed like Drew Hill. Too real.
They have a weapon that they use, and I think I have to go back and look at my notes. I think it was 243 hertz.
Invisible terrestrial entities, and also at things like Planet X and other incoming objects. And they well know that our planet will be struck. They know that we're being visited, that we're being monitored, and that they are covering all of this up. Part of it is to keep us in the dark so that we don't panic, sort of thing, but the other is to maintain control over us, to maintain power and control over the masses, you deny them the information, you deny them the education, you deny them the truth. They are going to, I'll cut to the chase here, what I like to do. They will, in disclosure, say that we are being visited and have been visited by intelligent entities.
5 days ago, about sundown, did you see an unidentified light just above the tree line?
Yes.
Did you see an object hovering above the clearing?
Yes. Look up in the skies, that a bird or a plane or a drone. Cause what I just observed was just strange. I really have no words to explain or no terms to exchange. I can't say what just occurred in this place. Look up in the skies, that a bird or a plane or a drone. Cause what I just observed was just strange. I really have no words to explain or no terms to exchange. I can't say what just occurred, it's insane. Invite me to the meetings, let's get right to the proceedings. The microphone behemoth got the right ingredients. Immediately I can see who's quite the greediest with the information that's inside the old encyclopedias. You know they highly devious, like reading Wikipedia. You're reaching, bruh, they only need is just to be obedient. They're teaching us how to not behave. We are not the same. They are treating us like we ain't got a brain. That's the reason, bro. Who is this wasted breath? Space cadet waiting just to break his neck. Asymmetrical step until you face your death. Laid to rest, focus and studious. Using my locus ceruleus. My poetry is the spookiest. You're so unscrupulous. They send a decoy. Roswell pilot, metal destroy. Your ejected seed better deploy. Meet Leonard Nimoy. I wreck beats when I step like a b-boy. Targeted individuals and never penoid. Look up in the skies, that a bird or a plane or a drone. Cause what I just observed was just strange. I really have no words to explain or no terms to exchange. I can't say what just occurred in this place. Look up in the skies, that a bird or a plane or a drone. Cause what I just observed was just strange. I really have no words to explain or no terms to exchange. I can't say what just occurred, it's insane. Is your mind playing tricks on you? No time to pull out the camera, get some flicks for you. Happen too quick to warn you. You know this isn't normal. That's when they quick to call you a basket case in a straight jacket. Is this awful? Man, he couldn't leave a comment. On leak footage he would promise just to keep his code of silence. He was honored, let's be honest. It would drive her crazy like a kamikaze fighter pilot or a Nazi with some cyanide. Excited just to try it. They sell us a pack of lies and they might just entertain us. You starting to act fly like a flight simulator. This EBE asked me, do you travel often? I said as long as I'm returning, not mistreated like Travis Walton. Felt the high velocity, counter rotational spin was making a grin, probably cause I was facing the wind. He said, you'll be flying soon. I said, true, cause I was all in. What do you call getting high on the moon? Buzz Aldrin. Look up in the skies, that a bird or a plane or a drone. Cause what I just observed was just strange. I really have no words to explain or no terms to exchange. I can't say what just occurred in this place. Look up in the skies, that a bird or a plane or a drone. Cause what I just observed was just strange. I really have no words to explain or no terms to exchange. I can't say what just occurred, it's insane.
Antimatter, 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 antimatter.
Since the dawn of our civilization, all the way to the time of this breaking news, we humans believed that everything that exists up there is only what we can see with our eyes and with our optical instruments. Well, things have changed now because we have established the existence of entities existing in our terrestrial environment. And these entities are completely invisible to our eyes as well as to our optical instruments, but are fully visible with new instruments, therefore dramatically enlarging our conception of the perceivable universe with far-reaching possibility of future development and discoveries that perhaps are beyond our imagination at this time.
Antimatter.
An explosive dynamo.
They wish for explosions, balls blast off like geysers. Higgs boson, find a large hadron collider. I'm in the pantheon of rhymers, bars last long. I gotta mention the fact to get excited when their hands on the product. I read 5 articles on a God particle. Prayed for 5 minutes to the Lord when I heard a voice inside that was audible and said,
all of it's true, now here's what you ought to do. Tell this to my people and make sure that it's recordable.
Tones and frequencies, me and my poems wanna be left alone in secrecy. The Almighty shows that He speaks to me from transverse communication to carrier pigeon. As long as I get the message, you can see the chariots ascending up and down Jacob's ladder. I was creating patterns with sages and masters when I heard Satan split atom. Particle accelerators are not what you think. Will physicists become the locksmiths to the bottomless pit? Don't cross the Einstein-Rosen bridge, your brain's frozen stiff. Shorty asked me, are we dreaming? I had to pinch her like a Doberman, prepared for the ultimate. When hearts fail, there's no pulse again. Just be aware of the results you get. My rap style transformed to a gun like Megatron. Wrapped in sackcloth, spit with a golden tongue from the Renaissance. About the professor who wrote the essay about Tesla's death ray. And guess what? That became a military industrial template. Yo, aristocrats who sit and chat with them diplomats about this and that. Don't go no tit for tat, you just get the facts. Hey yo, spit them raps. Who's explaining the dangers of the forces of nature? Take precaution if you choose to open portals for chambers. Time signature rap flows cause miniature black holes. Minus 85 degrees, why's temperature that cold? He's a phantom with a dope sentence. Intrinsic angular momentum, forensics examining the cold venom. How do you brag still? You're a flow, I'm a spewing gas spill. Lighting L's, doing human flag drills. Proton, spin crisis, who rip through thin fibers like nano incisors. Electromagnetically invited, manufactured stargates. We gotta let the chips fall where they may, but after disaster is a dark place. You say for the sake of science, this purpose is much greater. Even Stephen Hawking stated this could become unstable, uncontainable, like unobtainium. The combustion is spontaneous, destructive and highly dangerous. Destructive and highly dangerous, like a chemical chain reaction or even trained assassins. What's the chain of command, General? Said the Navy captain in the crazy accent. This is how a patriot acts with a fleet of nuclear armament that's radioactive. I'm asking, my brain expansion's like a Rockefeller mansion. Picture that like Stella Lansing. It's necromancy how my pen is dancing. Tell me why is Lex so antsy? The fancy complexity is developing and advancing. Develop the weapon that makes this fella intrepid. Extended his senses like an insect with an extra appendage. Cause I metamorph rats, shapeshift balls and an 8-foot large beings coming out of a spaceship. Dog, you're nothing but a savage who waves the chopper angrily. I see the world through a different lens like Dr. Santilli. Put the finishing touches as I masterfully produce it, but they want me to start rushing like Vladimir Putin. The atmosphere is polluted. If you cavalier, then prove it. They get you up out of here. If you tell the truth, you're a nuisance. History of the planet's hijackers in a time capsule. Black budget finances, off-world contractors moving in a clandestine manner. Raise doors, hammer like I'm trapped in gamma. Omnidata, antimatter.
Antimatter entities.
How can I disprove lies that are stamped with an official seal?
LeX-Files. Huh?
You can deny all the things I've seen, all the things I've discovered, but not for much longer. Because too many others know what's happening out there. And no one, no government agency has jurisdiction over the truth.
Follow me down the rabbit hole. How deep do we have to go? Deeper than the catacombs. We don't need a chaperone. You screaming or you speeches like you just seen a magic show. They leaked it cause you had to know. Don't speak like they tapped your phone. Silence is golden. Sit back and polish this poem. The illness keeps me in stillness like time is just frozen. Say goodnight, dog. They already know your names on the flight log. I know you'll find it entertaining cause the way it excites y'all. Which lines are skewed is irrelevant. Our government has made a covenant with non-human intelligence. They've been in bed with them before World War II. Only secret documentations can be sure it's all true. Slow drip disclosure. Wake up and smell the Folgers. Tread on scorpions and cobras. But what about ogres? So I give to the poor and I cry to the Lord. Those who live by the sword will die by the sword. Cause it's all important. What's the reason they had to lie? Only a small portion has really been declassified. Diagnostic measures. Who's the flying object expert in the middle of the desert doing hollow holotropic breathwork. Something strange is changing when I felt the precipitation. Gazing at UAPs in the Delta configuration. From the rock boulders to pot rollers to Glock holders, I investigate the paranormal like Fox Mulder. The unseeable, unrevealable, unbelievable. No premium diesel in a trans-medium vehicle. The military's unequipped to combat this kind of threat. Artificial intelligence gave birth to the internet. What could he be hinting? They want ET visits. You're a DVD, I'm more like quantum 3D printing. My CD's vintage, I'm interested in it, do seem weirder. Creatures arrive and just in time for the Blue Beam Theater. It's the return of the fallen angels and their offspring. Crafts in stationary flight in category 4 winds. Scientists are euphoric, overloaded with endorphins. It'll shatter your paradigm like it's made out of porcelain. Omnidirectional, super celestial, interdimensional, crypto terrestrial. Tell me, who will come rescue you? Ain't no half-stepping. Why do you expect they'll be dubious? Truly the spookiest, like some bioweapon enthusiast. My style is the looniest. How round is this gluteus maximus on this actress about to blow like Mount Vesuvius? Lyrically, I'm Bob Lazar in a rocket car that got shot to Mars. Just look through the binoculars. It's Mr. Unpopular, here to sketch the canvas with an intellectual advantage that will stretch through the planet with a hyperspectral bandwidth, magnetoencephalography, non-surgical neurotechnologies, wearable sensors, no need for lobotomy. Soon I will try to speak to canines like Caesar Milan. Lyrically, I'm Michael Jordan if he's a LeBron. I'll take the gold, he could leave with the bronze. You deep with the rhyme, that'll be the day that Jesus. So read the Quran. The world is cold like the freezer is on. From the breeze, even evergreen trees have no leaves cause they gone. Why? Got them confused every single time. My point of view is like Ingo Swann. I could write a rhyme as long as the Pandora Papers. I'm talking about 2.9 terabytes of data. We could battle guns or knives or even lightsabers, or even cast out demons with a night prayer. Why is Lex so lyrical? Could it be that he's covering the topics that are exopoliticals? Who you chasing? You better stop with all that damn talking. How much fuel is wasted for helicopter gang stalking?
To realize that liars do not fear the truth if there are enough liars. That the devil is just one man with a plan, but evil. True evil is a collaboration of men, which is what we have here today. If I am a guilty man, my crime is in daring to believe that the truth will out and that no one lie can live forever. I believe it still. Much as you try to bury it, the truth is out there. Greater than your lies, the truth wants to be known. You will know it. It'll come to you as it's come to me. Faster than the speed of light. You may believe yourselves rid of your headache now. And maybe you are. But you've only done it by cutting off your